Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Yesterday was my father-in-law's official birthday, and
Right.
yes. So I want to say happy birthday again to him. I called him over the phone while I was on the plane just to wish him. So I want to wish him again because I know he's listening this morning. I love you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Pappy.
And then also on June the 11th, which we won't be on the air, will be my daughter, our oldest daughter's birthday, Lanita. So happy birthday, Nita.
That's my girl.
Let's give a hand clap there, an applause for the two of them.
Yeah. Alrighty then, now you can have it.
Yes. So our tea in the streets today, we're talking about, so this is something sports related, not really, kind of. I'm not super into sports, but I actually found this story super duper interesting. So what's the guy's name? I already forgot his name.
Why you put me on the spot?
I'll just play a video
the
for
one
you
that
guys.
we always Stephen A.
Stephen A.
Stephen A.
Yes. And I even like someone as someone who doesn't really watch sports, I recognize this
Stephen
person
A,
as
yeah.
like a sports person. So he has a show and this other girl, and they're going to talk about, say their names and stuff because I couldn't remember.
Yeah. That's
But
okay.
she kind of calls him out and basically like not really talking about the WNBA and the disparities in that. So I'm going to play, there's two videos and then there's comments that I want to read for you guys too. So we'll play this first video.
You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations.
Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow.
All right, we gotta go. You guys.
So did
You know you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen
us?
A., I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
All right,
I got
You're my guy, but I'm talking to you.
I got it.
guys, I really appreciate
you my girl, but you've missed a lot of episodes of First Take. You missed a lot.
Stephen A.,
Guys.
3 years ago, you were not talking about the W at this level. Don't do that. Come on now.
guys.
You know the saying they say, are you silent or were you silenced?
Yes.
Sounds like he was silenced.
Well, and you can't, I've never seen anyone shut him down like that.
His face, it was like that guy that we talked about last week that went to court and he was like, oh, dumbfounded.
Well, I have to agree because for two reasons. He has a platform and he could have been talking about the WNBA more. They were pretty much trying to make this be a black and white thing by saying, oh, they're just whining, and they wouldn't have gotten this much notoriety if Caitlin wouldn't have. It's just not a knock at her. Yes, she did play a big part, but there were also a couple of other big stars that played a part in this time, and it's just their season. And so what she was trying to say, you have a platform, Stephen A., and with the platform that you have, you could have been pushing it more, but now you're pushing it because this is where the machine is going. So I love the fact that she called him out on it.
So, sorry.
Oh, I knew he was going to have a different take.
This is my take. WNBA really have not had anything to even shout about since Cynthia Cooper and Cheryl Swoops back in the day.
Oh,
In my opinion. This is my humble opinion.
so you don't think they've had that good talent? All those talented women? You're going to get my shit.
No. Who do you know?
Name a player on the WNBA after him.
I don't
Outside of Lisa Leslie.
Kelsey Boone. I know her personally.
Well,
That's different because you know her.
Okay.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's my point.
okay. Okay.
So if you know some names between Cynthia Cooper and them in their era
That's fair.
and the era that's taking place today, please send those names through and let's shout them out. Yeah,
Okay.
put them in the comments there.
Okay, guys.
And that's just my opinion. It just haven't had a lot to rave about.
Well, but I get that part. But the part that I have with him and what she was saying, I agree. He still had a platform. They've been in in playing sports for a while. Don't just shout one of them out. You got 3 or 4 good ones in there. Come on, give it to you. Always on your brother's side. What?
No, I'm playing a little devil's advocate, but no, I don't think. But Stephen A. don't really have control over what he talks about like
That's
that.
what I said. It's
you know what I'm saying, and so he's talking about what's popular,
what the media, what the machine is telling him to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he actually responded.
Oh, let's
and I have
hear
a
it.
video of that where he says that he does have a lot of control.
Oh, let's hear it.
Over it, and so his clapback is a little.
You have any
Let's
idea
hear
how
it. Let's
offensive it was for me to sit there and hear Monica Mcnutt say that about me? Good. When I'm the one who handpicked our roster on First Take? What she said is blatantly false. I'm not accusing her of lying. I'm accusing her of not knowing. Because she's not a liar. She's an honorable person. She must not have known. The WNBA, could I have done more? Well, guess what, Monica Mcnutt? I could have done less. Who's done more? Hell, a legitimate argument could be made that the WNBA wasn't doing it for themselves. For themselves. The commissioner of the WNBA came on First Take to thank us for what we was doing for the WNBA. Who else was doing it? Where were these people at?
Even they look like you all in your feelings right there.
He's so emotionally invested in it. That's a lot.
He feel insulted.
So he's spitting it to me. He knew that she hit him. In my opinion, when someone comes back that hard and that emotional about something, there was some truth in what she was saying.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree.
So
I believe that he, because he couldn't say that directly to her at the time.
he had to go take
So he had to go to the compounds of his own foundation, which is in his house. And, and he had to ponder on those things for a little while before he had a clap back.
Yes. So she still shut you down. Good.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
All right.
So that was his response, and I just wanted to read a couple of the comments
Yes.
on that video. So I'll read these off to you. Someone said, "I've watched First Take for years, and this man never brought up the WNBA till like last year." Then someone said, "It's not his job to promote leagues. He talks popular sports. Women don't want to watch the league. They also don't watch his show. He also doesn't talk about the NHL. I guess that's hockey.
National hockey.
And then someone said, "I will always tell people when you really get upset about what someone says, there usually means there's some truth to it," which is what you just said.
Yeah.
And then this one made me laugh. It said, "I could have done more. Well, I could have done less. That's not the bar I think he thinks that it is."
The last one is funny.
Yeah. Because when I heard that too, I'm like, I get what you're saying, but that's not really helping your case here.
Not
Sorry.
at all. So again,
So embarrassing.
And so, in all fairness, the WNBA and Caitlin Clark era deserve props because she's bringing in more revenue to this WNBA than it's ever seen before. And so to all the ladies out there, and I hope they're not really just hating on her for bringing in the revenue, to bringing in the spotlight in which she has done for the WNBA. I hope that you're just hyping up the attention whenever she's playing with the aggressiveness that they're going about, and they really don't hate her. I hope that's
well.
that's not the case.
I think here's what I'm talking about when I talk about the machine. It's so easy to make this be a black and white thing when in fact it's not, because I was looking at something where now the whole issue is that she's taking these hard fouls. Okay. So I was looking at, there was another young athlete that came from LSU.
Angel.
Yes. And so she's taking very hard fouls, but they got no coverage, no issue, since she's been in. So all I'm saying on here, hey guys, let's not make this
so you can't say that, because in this era in which we live, everything is black and white. Unfortunately, that's the way it is.
True, but
but
what I'm saying is, let's not make this become such a black and white issue. Let's focus on the talent and let's focus on the league and the game. That's my whole take. And Stephen A., and the whole reason I wanted to do this here, she shut you down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Period. You
She
got
ate.
shut down.
I got answers.